Hi everyone, it is Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I'm good. Yesterday we started a new series of Power 5 lists with the most disappointing seasons in the 21st century. Today we continue the 21st century vibe with the biggest, brightest, best, most shiny seasons of this century. And I'm sorry, 1998 fans, you're out. That was before the turn of the century. Always makes me feel like a settler when a kid says that to me. You should also settle for subscribing to this YouTube channel. I'm just saying. I mean, you don't want to. I get it because there's a lot of responsibilities that go with a free subscription. There's not any. Just hit subscribe. It helps us. Leave comments. Hit the thumbs up. It's always good. On with this best seasons in the 21st century for Kansas State football. And we're going to have to start off with the season that people don't think of that much, but it was a really good season, and it was 2011 when K-State went 10-3 overall, 7-2 in the Big 12, in Colin Klein's first season as a full-on starter at Kansas State. And that's when we began to realize this kid's wired a little bit different. We saw it in his play as a sophomore, but as a junior, we realized he's not just a good quarterback, he's an incredible leader, and the team rallies around him. Colin Klein starts this list off with that 2011 team that was pretty darn fun. The next one is a team that a lot of people think might have been the opportunity to be the best team in K-State history, but they ended up going 11-3 and 6-2. That is the 2000 team. And these were the remnants of the great 97-98 run, and the younger guys that were recruited out of that, they were really good, but they did struggle at times. And then, of course, the biggest disappointment of a season came after that in 2001 when they went 6-6. But 2000 was a fun season of Kansas State football. Up next, and maybe a controversial pick for number 3, is the first Big 12 title in 2003. Of course, K-State stunned Oklahoma in that season, but everyone said that there's no way K-State's beating Oklahoma for the Big 12 title, and you know what happened, 35-7. Oklahoma went home and then got to play for the national championship still. Don't start me on that. K-State went 11-4 and 6-2 on the season in Big 12 play. And the reason why this is 3 and not 1 or 2 is they went through some problems that season, some significant problems and injuries to Darren Sproles, El Roberson, and others. And they really weren't a very good football team at one point, but by season's end, they were all together. The team was assembled in the way that the coaches thought they would be, and they were a really good team at that point. And then, of course, the whole blow up after that in the Fiesta Bowl. Let's not talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. Next up, number 2, the 2022 season, the Chris Kleiman era Big 12 title. The Cats went 10-4 and 7-2 and beat TCU in the championship game. TCU went on to play in the 4-team playoff, beating Michigan and then losing to Georgia. But Kansas State handed them that loss that kind of set a tone for their postseason because Max Duggan got beat up pretty hard in that game. K-State winning in overtime. What a memorable season. That is number 2 for the best seasons of the 21st century. And number 1 is the Colin Klein 2012 season. This was also number 2 on the disappointing list because the loss to Baylor late in the year took away a chance to play for a national title. But like in 98, Kansas State was on the cusp of playing for a national title. It was right there for them if they could have won. And they didn't, but still, that team went 11-2 and 8-1 in the Big 12, losing to Baylor, second to last game of the season. That was a great season with a disappointing end, and I guess this series will come to an end tomorrow. Don't cry. And it's going to be the crappy seasons. It's going to be the ones we want to forget and what took place. I'm going to break it down. Please watch. I know it's painful. Sometimes you got to take your medicine.